hopefully this time, I'm never gonna get used to this. Well, I'm sure I'll eventually get used to it. Hopefully this time, they won't shut off. Or if they do, I'll notice. Maybe. Is this a good spot? Something is outside my window scratching around. I don't know. Should I get closer? Should I still get closer? This is going to be really hard for me to try to talk. I have to talk at the right hole. It's so hard when I'm talking at the wrong hole, but I want to look at the eyes. I keep wanting to veer off to the eyes, but then they don't look back at me. They don't look back at me, so I know I'm doing it wrong. So anyway, this is pretty much my first official, not hurried, not rushed, not trying to get it done. I love those lights, man. I really love those lights. So anyway, it just happened that the lights came in, and I figured, what the hell? I'd just go ahead and throw that video together really quick, and it did not work out really quick at all. That was the problem with the last one, was it was Thursday, and I was running out of time. I did make it up before Thursday was over in Florida, but oh, this hair. This hair. Okay. So, I got the video up, but it did not really turn out the way I wanted it to. My lights went off. I was editing it, and I'm like, oh my god, my lights aren't on. Did they die? What happened? I didn't realize that they only would run for so long before they shut off on their own. And apparently you can set it for 24 hours. There is a 24-hour button there, but I did not do that. And I was not paying attention well enough to realize that my lights went off. And there was more of that video. I cut some of it out because I accidentally put 2 clips in. I must have hit duplicate. And when I edited that video, this was like 2, maybe like 45-second spots that were the same exact thing. And I didn't want to have people watching this because it was very obvious. It was like, oh, I just seen her do this. I just seen this done. The only difference is now there's different commentary. So I cut that piece out. This is going to be the longest video to edit ever. You say that now. So how's everybody's New Year going so far? There's a lot of noise going on out there, and it's probably just the cats. And no, it's not squirrels. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll get into the drawing that we're doing today, since I've kind of rambled, and maybe I'll move some of that around. I don't know. This is so weird. Alright. So today I am drawing Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. So for today's drawing, I'm drawing Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, and this is for the Inktober 52 prompt. And the prompt for Inktober 52 was shadow. So I put Aloy, well, I mean, I just did her face, and it was supposed to be like a quick drawing, like, oh, I'm gonna just do this quick, just her head drawing of Aloy, and, you know, week. It took me 3 days to finish it, and not doing what I had at all planned on doing in the beginning. I completely changed it. If you look at my channel, I do have a couple of videos where I went live playing that game live. For some reason, the only way YouTube will let me go live is if I am playing video games. So yeah, I found out that I cannot go live, but I know there's some ways to kind of bypass it and get around it, but I don't have that kind of technology at my disposal. I have a phone, and I'm trying to get it set up so that, you know, so I can stream on Twitch. I say that a lot. I'm trying to get it set up so I can go live on Twitch more. I always end up rambling off about the drawing. You ever play the game? Have you played Horizon Zero Dawn? Oh my god. That game is amazing. I went for a few years of my life where I didn't play video games. When I was younger, I played video games. I had a Nintendo, I had a PlayStation. There were games I liked to play. You know, I was a kid. I grew up in the 80s, 90s. Played video games, and there was probably about, I don't know, maybe about 10 years or so of my life I just didn't play them. And Horizon Zero Dawn came out, and I saw a video for it on YouTube. One of them random videos that pop up in your scroll that you don't really know why it's there, because it's not like I was really watching any kind of video game stuff. I wasn't playing any video games. And the graphics on that game looked amazing. Oh my gosh. And decided to go ahead and get it. So I bought a PlayStation 4 Pro specifically for that game. I bought that game, and I also bought Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls, and I bought a Final Fantasy game, and I also bought Mortal Kombat, and I bought No Man's Land, I think it was called, which when I bought that, somebody was like, oh, don't even bother, so I haven't even bothered. Horizon Zero Dawn, that game, I still play that game. Still play that game. I love that game. That game's amazing. I can't wait till the PlayStation 5 comes out and the second one comes out. So, for Inktober 52, I decided to do a drawing of Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. And in this, she is in the outfit, the Shadow Stalwart outfit that she has to use. Oh, if you don't want spoilers, I guess don't listen to this part. Mute it. Or, you know, you might hear something you don't want to hear if you want to play the game. Because it's a little bit of a spoiler. I mean, it's not a terrible spoiler. Just a little bit. So, if you don't want to hear it, mute it. Anyway, she has a Shadow Stalwart outfit that she gets to go in and infiltrate the Shadow Karja, which is a branch off of the Karja from the Sun Kingdom of Meridian. And if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. I think I have most of my information right. I could be somewhat off, and I don't always pay that great of attention. I could be a little wrong. Yeah, I could be. Stop it. Just stop it. So that's what I decided to go with, was the Shadow Stalwart outfit from that game with her headdress. Just her head with the headdress. Just the headdress. And of course, I thought it was going to be like I was going to quickly draw something up and quickly draw up, you know, just maybe take a couple hours to do it. Black and white, or, you know, whatever, monochrome, just use some. But then I decided to do color. I decided to use my markers, and then I just decided to do that. And then I wish I could have taken more time. I really wanted to actually post it yesterday. I did not, but I did finish it yesterday, so I was happy about that. At least I finished it. I keep wanting to look at my eyes. I should really talk about the video. I wish I would have, like, I guess, really gotten a better image somehow of the headdress. I say this a lot. And I haven't redone one yet. I'd probably like to redo that one too. Yep. Started out with the sketch. I did her face, and then I just built the headdress up around her. So once I had her head and her eyes, basically everything I knew where it wanted it to be, I went ahead and I sketched out where the headdress was. I went in with the 0.03 Copic multiliner, and I used that to just outline my basic design. I would go ahead and do my other outline after I got it colored. Sometimes it's easier for me that way. I guess maybe because it's like not as committing. It's like, you know, you're not committed to where things have to go. That's one great thing about those alcohol markers, is you can really do a lot of blending with them. I did the cooler tones in her headdress because it's more of a blue color. Her headdress is more of a blue color, so I used the cool grays. But in her shading on her hair and the shading on her skin, I went with the warmer tones. Oh my god, this video is going to take so long to edit. But then after I got all of that done with the outline, I did the marker, watercolor before. I think I did the watercolor first. I'm pretty sure I did the metallic watercolor before I did my markers. So I went ahead and I did the metallic watercolor And then I did the marker. So I use, of course, I'm using Coliri's metallic watercolors because I just can't help myself. I know like glitter is herpes of the art world. Well, for me, metallic watercolor is like my crack. Yeah. So I use the metallic watercolor. Get you a water brush and wet those spots you want to put your black ink down on. And I just like to let it fall in there and let it do what it's going to do for the most part. I kind of move it around and darken it up as I like it, but I was kind of just looking for like a abstract, dark, kind of textured looking background. I really wanted the gold metallic and the face to be what really stood out. And after all that was done and I dried it, I went ahead and I used a blow dryer to dry it, because when I do that much of a coverage of wet on paper, I do like to use a blow dryer to dry it. I feel like if I let it dry when it's that wet, it tends to stay more buckled. But if I use the blow dryer and I blow dry it out, it keeps more of that flat shape. The paper stays more flat. The paper stays flatter. The paper stays more flatter. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but the paper stays flatter. Anyway, in my experience, I mean, it doesn't stay perfectly flat, don't get me wrong. It's still got a little bit of some wave to it. You gotta really press it out once it's good and dry, like keep it in between some books or in a portfolio or something, and then it flattens out again. But it's so much better than letting it do it on its own. And then I untape it so I can finish doing all of my other little details. It's a little easier, you know, I can move it around then a little better. Oh, I used the jelly roll. Yeah, and then I went around, once I got the tape all taken off, I went ahead and I went around with the gold Dr.Phil Martin iridescent ink. It's the copper plated cold, my favorite of the Dr.Phil Martin inks. I also used the Dr.Phil Martin, the black one too, the metallic black helmet, to give the highlight around her helmet. I can't believe it took me so long to figure out that there was metallic inks and watercolors. Is this new? Is it just like, maybe it just happened this last couple of years. I didn't know about it before, and this because it's brand new. And sign it, and that's it. All done. So, God. So I am trying to go live on YouTube when I'm drawing, but I can't do that unless I have 1,000 subscribers. So I also am having a contest anyway. When I have my YouTube, and then I have Instagram, and then I have Facebook. I am going to do a giveaway when I reach 1,000 subscribers, likes, and followers. Reach that point, I can't get the option to swipe up until I have 1,000 followers on Instagram, which is just such a weird thing to say, followers. But if you're on Instagram and you're interested in the giveaway, I actually have pictures of those drawings that I do plan on giving away. Drawings, paintings. They're kind of like a mix between the two. It's a painted drawing. It's a painted drawing. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a painted drawing. But they're the crystal critters. And I do also have videos for each one of those when I did them. Maybe if you click over there, or maybe if you click over there, or over there, or over there. I don't know. Yeah, if you click on one of those spots, there will be a spot for the playlist of the 3 that I did, which is what I'm going to be giving away once I reach that point on those channels. Okay, that's probably about it for today's video. I'm pretty happy with the lights. I want to give a big thanks to all of my subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos and listening to me ramble on about video games and stuff. Alright, everybody, have an amazing day. It is Monday. So I hope you all have an amazing Monday. Have a great rest of the week. I will be back on Thursday with a video, because I do that. I will be posting a video on Thursday. And I believe Thursday's video is going to be a roach. And I will say that I've learned that, you know, it doesn't matter how pretty the roach is. Apparently I just don't like roaches. It took me forever to finish that one too. I don't care how pretty it is, it's still a roach. Not my favorite bug. Alright, bye bitches.